Good morning, class, or afternoon, or evening, whenever you happen to be looking at this message. Just wanted to give you guys some direction for the assignment one. I'll be posting this on Blackboard, of course. But for the first assignment, it will be in response to the subordinate group reading. And as you read through this chapter in understanding race and ethnicity in the United States, I want you to pay particular attention to the relationship of power to this notion of the subordinate group concept. You'll see in parenthetical entry after subordinate group, you'll also see the word minority group. Sometimes majority and minority are used for subordinate and the dominant group. What I want you to do as you read through this chapter is keep that notion of power in mind as you read about the different mechanisms that create subordinate groups and the different consequences of subordinate group status. One thing that people often leave out of the equation when we talk about minority and majority groups or the dominant and the subordinate group is the notion of power. So what I want you to do for your first assignment is apply this notion of power to at least one of the ways that subordinate groups are formed. That's through migration, immigration, and the two different kinds of migration and immigration. And then I want you to look at least three of the consequences of subordinate group status, whether it's annexation, extermination, one of those. And I want you to give me 3 to 5 paragraphs on how the notion of power operates in all of these situations. How does the notion of power operate in the process of migration or immigration? How does the notion of power operate when we talk about annexation in consequence of somebody being in the subordinate group status? How does power operate with this concept of subordinate group status? That's your assignment.